night, good night, here one time tonight. God is good and God is good all the time. My name is Amicia Spiritual Pine. I'm here to get the short news on today. Um, we're gonna talk about the immigrants. You know, the policy, the border the policy protest. You know, so last time there was travel. You know, to another state was last month. You know, so the immigrants. Last time there was a Martin Vineyard, an officer on the contract dedicated there were more trips are planned, but it never has um, took any kind of trip since last month. So immigrant arrived on flight sent to Florida Governor to Martin Vineyard, Massachusetts last month. That was the last time they traveled. So they plan to continue transporting immigrants to other states, to protest federal border policy. They might restart flight in December, so they might, have another flight in December. According to the spokesman. So they haven't flown since uh, last month. Since they plan to send 49 people from Texas to Montalbano in Massachusetts on September 14th. That was last time they was had traveled. So that's the story on that with the border policy protesting because they put a hold on them travel. But now you have illegal immigrants in Pennsylvania. Immigrants become a key issue in completing Pennsylvania House race. So the Republican Jim, is trying to unseat five turns Democrat. You know, um, then 1,000 miles. They're 1,000 miles from the southern United States border. Affected immigrants into the farming gold mining city. Could have decided one of the most competition Congress race in the country next month. So Jim, political opponent in Trump administration and Republican, for this area, the House seat is making a case that illegal immigrants, you know, um, is crossing over the border, and Pennsylvania. So they're saying that illegal immigrants that had crossed border, you know, cross border in Pennsylvania. So I see that there are illegal immigrants in Pennsylvania. You know, the only thing I will speak on is being illegal traveling to another state, getting through the border without proper paperwork. So Title 42 policy, it requests, I request for us to remain, to protect those issues that we are experiencing right now. Protect the border to prohibit the interest of a person. To travel restriction, unlawful, entrance. So make sure that they are proper, have, make sure that they have proper paperwork. Three, that they need to trying to manage the flow of immigrant and products into and out the United States. So Title 42 policy should remain. Before any immigrants travel to any state, they have to go through the border. To make sure they are legal to cross over to another state. So they have to show paperwork, to travel. To make sure when you're in a whole nother state that you are legal. So this way we'll know that anything, they're not supposed to cross over will not be crossing over because they will have to be stopped at the border. With everything have to be legal before you leave the border to another state. So we also talk about we talk about the immigrants, the border policy protest, because the last time they traveled was last month and they put a hold on them traveling anywhere right now. They're trying to get the policy together because they're protesting their own policy for the immigrants to transport immigrants to any other states. So they're protesting the federal border policy. So they're protesting. You know, um, so and then we also talk about the illegal immigrants that's in Pennsylvania. You know, cross over without any proper paperwork or anything being in another state illegal. So I also talk about that the Title 42, should remain. So we can catch all this stuff that coming through the border. So make sure every immigrant that comes through is legal and have proper paperwork and be able to cross over to another state and be legal. So it won't be no problem, no confusion, no issue. So that's all the short news I have for you on today. Y'all have a blessed day and I'll see y'all on the next video.